What's up, everybody? William the Creator here, and today I'm doing my review on The Last of Us Season 2. Or should I say Borefest, because I was actually really bored with this season. First season was phenomenal, because it was just like the first video game. I beat the first video game, I watched this first season, it was good. The second season, I'm like halfway through the game, I got stuck, because I'm stuck at a place where I gotta get past through all these like stalkers and these other zombies, which is so hard to get past just to get to this hospital. So I'm stuck in the game for the second one, but I started watching the series just to see how it is. And to tell you the truth, there were a couple of episodes that I actually fell asleep because I was like, this is boring. The first two episodes were good with Joel. The one that he was in as a flashback was good. The other ones, they were quite boring, especially that last one. I was like, damn, I can't get through this episode without being bored because, I mean, I know they're trying to follow the game, and another second game is basically Ellie, getting her revenge on what happened to Joel in the second episode. There's nothing against the actress. I don't have nothing against her. I don't know why people hate her. I know why people hate her. Actually, I just don't give a shit why they hate her. It's not her fault that they chose her to play this character. Basically, it's the people who made the fucking series that chose her. Thinking, hey, she'd be good for the role. But it's not my judgment to hate on the actress when it's technically the screenwriter, the casting, the people who does the casting, the people behind the series who made the series, their choices of bringing her to be Ellie. But that's a whole nother conversation that I'm not going to get into that I don't care about. But other than that, so season 2 was boring, okay? I mean, after Joel's death, it went down here. Sorry for the spoilers, but yeah, he died. And after he died, it kind of went a little bit down here. There was some good scenes here and there, like the one scene where they were trying to escape through the woods after the one Asian dude came and saved them from all those stalkers that was about to attack them. That season was actually pretty fun to watch. And they go to the woods and then they see these cultists. Those cultists kind of like the ones they kind of like the cultists from Alan Wake 2. I beat that game. They remind me of those cultists with the deer heads, with the green raincoats, in the woods, trying to hit you down with throwing axes at you and shit. They were in the woods hanging some man, saw them and started shooting bones and arrows at them. One girl got hit on the leg. That would remind me of. That was cool. I like those type of scenes. I like stuff for codes. The scene where Ellie starts chasing that bald-headed girl through the elevator shaft, with all the spores and stuff. That was pretty cool, knowing that Ellie can survive that, but the Asian girl can't. So, she's dead in there. But I hated it left on a cliffhanger with, she beating her to death in that one episode. And the next episode's like, yeah, we're going to a flashback with Joel. Cool. I don't mind. But still, I don't want to see her beat that girl to death with a pipe. We never get the chance to see it. So, the final episode, that came out, it was like after that episode with the flashback with Joel. I tried to watch it. I got real bored. It was just a lot of talking. I don't know. It's not the best of the season. Like the first season, with Joel, the first season was good. It's not because Joel's in it. Because I do love Pedro Pascal and his character Joel. It's just that it had more dynamic, more tragedy to it. I think that's what second season misses, like an actual tragedy. Except for Joel's death, which is probably a big tragedy. Season 1 has so many tragedies. Like the first episode of season 1, Joel losing his daughter. Was it episode 4, season 1? The brothers, the big brother committed suicide because his little brother got turned to a zombie and got killed by him. The last episode of season 1, where Joel goes in and kills everybody just to save Ellie from being used as a cure for the disease and stuff. There was so many scenes that had dramatic stuff to it. Like basically the girl who sacrificed herself to let Joel escape with Ellie, by blowing up all those spore zombies. That was season 2 kind of had missed the point of. It's just stuff that gazed people into it, be like, oh shit, this is serious. Instead it was just more of like a, how you say, God, what's the word? A soap opera. It's like an Ellie soap opera. That's what it feels like. It's Ellie soap opera. The second game is phenomenal. When I played it, I love the second game so far when I'm playing it, and it's a fun story. It feels dramatic. There's some stuff they cut out from the show that was in the game that's kind of like, dang, but I think they're going to show that in season 3. Like, I heard the rumor that season 3 could be more of Abby's story, which, yes, Abby's story is in the second game, but you can't just mix it with Ellie's story too, which I think they will. I think they're just saying that most of the stuff can be Abby, but there can be some Ellie story in there, mixed in and stuff, but I don't know. After hearing that they lost what 30% of audience today for the second because of the second season, it's kind of terrible in my books. And I'm not gonna drop it. I'll finish the last episode and I'll watch season 3. But this season 2 was, like I said, it's a Borefest. And sometimes shows would be like that. Like first season, it rises up. Second season goes down. Third season might rise up or it might just stay down. Is this whatever the way that the people behind the production and the series, how they write the script and make the show go? That's how it goes. So, I mean, we'll see how it is whenever it releases or when they start working on it. But I mean, I'll give season 2 probably a 6 out of 10. That's probably the highest I can give it. I don't want to go beyond 7 because it was not a 7. If anything, it would have been a 7 if, like I said, it had more, like it was more like the first season, like more strategy. But like only the second episode had like the biggest strategy. This strategy scene that felt serious, that felt sad, while the other ones were just, like I said, just a soap opera of Ellie being mad and cussing all the time, which I don't remember her cussing in the game. If y'all remember her cussing a lot in the game, please comment below, because I remember playing the first and second game. I don't remember her cussing the F-bomb constantly, like left and right. I don't remember her doing that. But in the show, she's like, F this, F that, F this, F that. I'm like, damn, stop with all the F-bombs every freaking scene. We don't need that. We don't need, like, the boys type style of cursing, You're a little girl. You're 19, but still, you're considered still a young child, adult, but you're cursing like you're a sailor. We don't need that in a show of you trying to get revenge. But I'm not the one writing the script. I'm not the one behind the production. I'll have to say, but it's my opinion. 6 out of 10. Thank you for watching this review. Please comment below. Please share. Please subscribe. Like I said in my other video, I'm trying to get 100 subscribers by the end of the summer, if I can, or even more. And I'm also about to hit into my next review. Will be my first video game review. So we can go into that right now. Goodbye, everybody.